cross-dress or supposed cross-dress when I was younger and get turned on. I loved the idea and would get turned on by the idea of my body being a woman's. And that is what people would like to call autogynephilia, where you have this fetish or this desire to have a woman's body, and the idea of it turns you on. Don't kid yourself. Of course I got turned on by the idea of my body looking sexy and feminine. What woman doesn't get turned on by that and feel better about themselves? It's easier to get turned on and feel good about yourself when you look good. Duh.
Autogynephilia is a condition that has become much more commonly reported than even 10 or 15 years ago. Then it was still very much a rarity. We don't know why we're seeing such an uptick, but we are. And unfortunately, during this time, the policy of many health service providers, psychologists, psychiatrists and others, has changed from one where they were requiring that individuals really demonstrated a need to transition to now what's called affirmative care. And basically what that means is if you walk into your doctor and say, look, I've got this feeling that I would like to be a woman, that doctor will say, okay, fine, we'll get you prescribed hormones, we'll get you scheduled for surgery, and in 18 months, or even less sometimes, you'll be a woman. You can go along, in many countries, you can just go along to your local registry office, pay a few small amount of money, and there you go, that's it. Your papers are changed, you're officially a woman. And that's all fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I think it's unwise, but if that's the way you want to go, that's the way you want to go. I'm absolutely fine with adults doing exactly what they want to do with their lives, as long as they don't come back later and complain about it to others. However, there are a significant number of men who develop this condition who absolutely do not want to be women. I mean, they really don't want to be women. And for these people, autogynephilia is very much like an addiction. It depends on similar cycles of dopamine release, and it gets very intense in a very similar way. But they don't want it. They do not want to be women. Unfortunately, it is a very difficult condition to alleviate and to fight back against for most men. They really need help. They really need at least someone who to talk to, who understands their condition and who can put their mind a little bit at ease. Because it's one of these things that with autogynephilia, men frequently find themselves completely alone. And they try and struggle along with it alone. They go to the doctor says, well, all I'm going to do is, affirm you. We'll just get you sorted out. And the person goes, my goodness, I can't go back to that doctor. I don't want to do that. And so they're left alone. They're stuck. What are they going to do? Maybe they read the papers, but really, if you've not got significant experience in reading scientific papers, then they're quite difficult to understand, to be honest with you. And to try and collate that into a sort of an easily comprehensible sort of little package that you can explain to someone, it actually takes a long time and a lot of effort, a lot of reading. And the business of translating scientific documents into easily readable and easily understandable forms. And that's basically what I do. I will try to help men who have this condition, but who do not want to have it, who would rather try and either manage it or get rid of it altogether, if possible. Now, I have to say, it is a very long job. This is essentially very similar to an addiction. And so, like all addictions, getting rid of it, once it's established, is a struggle. It's a real struggle. And the person who takes it on really needs to commit to working and to fighting. And okay, so they're going to have to go through a lot of therapy sessions, many, certainly one a month, and really that's not enough. Regular therapy sessions, trying to get to the bottom of their issue and then trying to bolster them, because it's not just a question of me telling you, which I can do usually, exactly what's happening with you. We've also got to get you out of that pit. We've got to get you back on the straight and narrow. We've got to get you back to thinking in a more normal and reasonable way about your life, about sex, and about your future plans, all of which are impacted hugely by autogynephilia. So if you want to go there, if you want to do that, please feel free to contact me and I will outline my response. I don't take everyone as a client, but those I think I can help, I will suggest that I can do that for them. So get in touch, rhodafleming@gmail.com, or you can go on my website and use the contact form there. I'm sure you can do a response here and I'll pick it up. So please, if you're a man struggling with autogynephilia and you do not want to be a woman, that's critical. I'm not going to help people transition. But if you don't want to be a woman, please get in touch and I will do my best. I will do my absolute best to help. Thank you.